Hello friends, today we're diving into a life-changing idea that has transformed millions of lives around the world. The book we're exploring is called Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. Now I know, boss, the title sounds a bit technical, maybe even intimidating, right? But don't worry, I'm going to break it down for you in simple, practical language. So what does Psycho-Cybernetics actually mean? In simple words, it's about understanding how our mind works like a machine and learning how to program it correctly so we can achieve success, happiness, and self-confidence. Maxwell Maltz was a cosmetic surgeon. He used to change people's faces, fix scars, correct deformities, but here's what shocked him. After the surgeries, some people felt completely transformed, confident, and motivated. But others, even after the change in their appearance, still carried the same insecurities, the same low self-esteem. That's when Maltz realized the real change doesn't happen in the face. It happens in the image we hold of ourselves in our mind. And that's the core idea of Psycho-Cybernetics. If you can change your self-image, you can change your life. Your mind works like a goal-seeking machine, you just have to give it the right target. In this book, Maltz teaches us how to break free from negative thoughts, how to forgive yourself, and how to create a positive, powerful self-image. So if you want to become more confident, overcome fear, and improve the quality of your life, Psycho-Cybernetics is the perfect guide for you. In the upcoming chapters, we'll explore the most important insights and lessons from this book explained in simple language, with relatable examples from daily life. Get ready, my friends, it's time to upgrade your thinking and transform your life. Core concepts. Now that we understand what Psycho-Cybernetics is all about, let's break down its core concepts, the foundation that makes this book so powerful. 1. The power of self-image. So what is self-image? It's the picture you carry in your mind about who you are. It's not just about how you look in the mirror, it's about how you see yourself on the inside. For example, if you believe you're smart, confident, and worthy, you'll naturally act that way. But if deep down you see yourself as a failure, as unlucky, or as not good enough, you'll behave in ways that match that belief often without even realizing it. Maxwell Maltz discovered this truth not in theory, but in real life, through his work as a surgeon. Let me tell you his story. Maltz was a plastic surgeon who worked with people who had scars, birth defects, or injuries. He thought that once their appearance improved, they would automatically feel happier and more confident. And yes, for many patients, that's exactly what happened. A woman with a scar on her face felt reborn after surgery. A man with a deformed nose finally felt proud to walk into a room. Their behavior, confidence, even their careers improved. But here's where things got surprising. Some patients, even after perfect surgeries, didn't change at all. They still believed they were ugly, unwanted, or failures, even though their outward appearance had completely transformed. They saw no difference because inside their mind, their self-image was still broken. That's when Maltz realized a life-changing truth. It's not the face that needs correction, it's the self-image. Because no matter how much you change the outside, if you keep carrying the same old negative image inside, your behavior, your feelings, and your success will stay stuck. For example, a person who sees themselves as shy will avoid conversations, no matter how friendly others are. Someone who believes they're bad at relationships will keep sabotaging love, even if they meet the perfect partner. A person who thinks they're unlucky will overlook opportunities right in front of them. The good news? Self-image is not fixed. It can be reshaped, updated, and improved. So Maltz teaches us that real, lasting change comes when we work on the inside first, when we upgrade our mental picture of ourselves. Because here's the key lesson. We always act like the person we believe we are. In the next chapter, we're going to explore how to change this self-image step by step. Because once you get this right, everything else starts falling into place. Stay tuned. We're just getting started on transforming your mind and your life. 2. The brain is a guidance system. Maxwell Maltz explains this with a brilliant analogy. He compares the human brain to a missile or torpedo that's designed to hit a target. Let's break this down. When a missile is launched, it doesn't fly in a straight, perfect line to its target. It constantly checks, adjusts, and corrects its path left, right, up, down to stay locked onto the goal. Even when it goes slightly off course, the guidance system brings it back on track until it hits the target. Now here's the amazing part, our brain works the same way. When you set a clear goal in your mind, your brain starts working in the background like a self-correcting machine. It helps you notice opportunities, make decisions, and adjust your actions to move closer to that goal even if you face mistakes, failures, or setbacks along the way. But here's the catch. Your brain doesn't care what target you give it. If you constantly feed it negative goals like, I always mess up, I'm terrible at public speaking, or I can't lose weight, your brain will lock onto those as targets and guide you toward more of the same. But when you give it positive, clear, and meaningful goals like, I will become more confident, I will improve my health, or I will build better relationships. Your brain shifts gears, starts adjusting, and moves you closer to success. This is why it's critical to be intentional about the goals you set. Actionable tip. Right now, pause and define one clear goal you want your guidance system, your brain, to lock onto this week. It can be as simple as, I will exercise 3 times this week. I will finish reading 1 book. I will speak up once in every meeting. Write it down. Say it to yourself. Picture it in your mind. Remember, your brain is powerful, but you have to point it in the right direction. So friends, to sum it up, your brain is a goal-seeking machine. It works best when you give it clear, positive targets. And it can adjust and correct along the way, just like a missile, as long as you stay focused on where you want to go. In the next part, we'll explore how imagination helps you program this guidance system even faster. Get ready, things are about to get even more exciting. 3. Mental rehearsal and visualization. Maxwell Maltz discovered that our brain doesn't fully know the difference between something we imagine vividly and something we experience in real life. Let me share one of his favorite examples, the basketball player study. In this study, basketball players were divided into 3 groups. Group 1 practiced free throws physically on the court. Group 2 didn't practice at all. Group 3 didn't touch a basketball, they just imagined themselves practicing free throws perfectly, over and over in their minds. Guess what happened? When they measured improvement, Group 3, the players who only visualized improved almost as much as the players who actually practiced on the court. Why? Because in their brain, those mental rehearsals were programming their nervous system just like real practice. This is the power of visualization. When you see yourself succeeding in your mind, you're literally training your brain and body to perform better in real life. Whether it's public speaking, acing a job interview, or staying calm under pressure, mental rehearsal can prepare you for success. Let's try a 1-minute visualization exercise together. Wherever you are, get comfortable. Sit or stand relaxed. Take a deep breath in and slowly breathe out. Now close your eyes or soften your gaze. Picture yourself doing one thing you want to improve this week. Maybe it's speaking confidently in a meeting, staying calm in a stressful situation, waking up early and going for a walk. See yourself doing it perfectly calm, confident, focused. Notice how you look, how you feel, how others respond. Feel that sense of achievement in your body. Take a few seconds now to pause this audio and mentally rehearse your success. I'll wait here. Pause for 1 minute. Welcome back. How did that feel? Remember, the more vividly you rehearse success in your mind, the more your brain wires itself for real success. So friends, to sum it up, your brain trains through imagination. Mental practice is almost as powerful as physical practice. Daily visualization can help you perform better, with less stress and more confidence. In the next section, we'll explore how to overcome negative beliefs and self-sabotage. Get ready, the best is yet to come. 4. Overcoming failure mechanisms. Let's be honest, nobody likes to fail. But Maxwell Maltz teaches us that the way we respond to failure can either trap us in a negative loop or help us grow. He explains 2 very different systems in the mind. 1. Failure. Feedback loops. This is when failure leads to more failure. You make a mistake, you feel ashamed. You criticize yourself, you lose confidence, and because of that, you mess up again. For example, you forget your lines on stage. You panic next time you avoid speaking at all. You fail at a fitness goal. You tell yourself, I'm lazy. You quit trying. In this loop, failure becomes your identity. You stop learning and just repeat the same mistakes. 2. Adaptive learning. Here's the better path. Instead of seeing failure as proof you're not good enough, you treat it as feedback. Just like a guided missile, when you go off course, you don't call yourself a loser, you adjust, correct, and try again. Maltz reminds us, your mistakes are data, not destiny. Failure is simply information. It's your brain's way of saying, hey, something needs adjusting, let's fix it and keep moving forward. Practical example. Think about a baby learning to walk. They fall 50 times a day, but they don't think, maybe walking is not for me. They keep adjusting, balancing, and trying again, and eventually they succeed. We can apply the same mindset in our lives. Quick exercise. Think of one recent failure in your life. Now ask yourself, what is this failure teaching me? What small adjustment can I make next time? Write it down or reflect on it. Remember, failure doesn't define you, how you respond to it does. Be curious, not critical. Learn, adjust, and move forward. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to relax and let success happen without forcing it. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. So far, we've explored Maxwell Maltz's timeless principles from Psycho-Cybernetics, but now let's fast forward to the modern world. Meet Matt Fury, the man who helped bring Psycho-Cybernetics back into the spotlight. Fury is a former wrestling champion and martial artist, but more importantly, he's a living example of how to apply these principles in today's busy, high-pressure world. Let's break down some of Fury's most powerful strategies. 1. The mirror technique. This is a simple but powerful method to boost your self-image and confidence, and it only takes a couple of minutes a day. Let me explain how it works. What is the mirror technique? Every day, stand in front of a mirror, preferably in a quiet place. Look into your own eyes and say positive, powerful affirmations out loud. For example, you might say, I am confident and strong. I am improving every day. I can handle whatever comes my way. I believe in myself. At first, this might feel strange or even awkward, but that's exactly why it works. Most of us go through life criticizing ourselves silently. The mirror technique flips that script, forcing us to face ourselves and feed the mind with positivity. Why does it work? Fury explains that when you combine words, emotions, and eye contact, you send a deep, powerful message to your subconscious. You're reprogramming your self-image not just with thoughts, but with feelings. Over time, your brain starts accepting these messages as truth, and you naturally begin acting with more confidence. Challenge for you. Here's your task. Do this mirror exercise daily for the next 7 days. Each day, stand in front of the mirror, look into your eyes, and repeat your affirmations with emotion. It only takes 1 to 2 minutes. Track how you feel in a notebook or on your phone. How does your confidence change? How do you speak, stand, or show up differently? You'll be surprised by how quickly your mindset begins to shift. So friends, to wrap up, use the mirror to speak to your deeper self. Choose positive, simple affirmations. Stay consistent for 7 days and watch your confidence grow. In the next and final section, we'll pull everything together with a practical summary and action plan so you can start living the Psycho-Cybernetics life today. 2. Physicality and mindset. Now let's talk about something that Matt Fury emphasizes again and again, the powerful connection between physicality and mindset. You see, Fury doesn't separate the body from the mind. For him, fitness isn't just about muscles or looks, it's about building mental resilience. Let's break this down. Why physical training matters for the mind. When you challenge your body, whether it's through push-ups, squats, bridging, or deep breathing, you're not just training muscles. You're training qualities like discipline, focus, persistence, and the ability to stay calm under pressure. For example, when you hold a difficult exercise and your body starts shaking, your mind starts screaming, "Quit, this is too hard." But when you push through, when you breathe, stay calm, and finish the set, you're training your mind to handle stress, discomfort, and challenge in everyday life. Small physical wins equals big mental shifts. Fury teaches that when you get physically stronger, you naturally start feeling more confident, motivated, and resilient in other areas. It's a ripple effect. You do your morning workout, you feel sharper at work. You master a difficult exercise, you believe you can handle difficult conversations. You improve your posture. You show up with more presence and confidence. Key idea: train the body and you upgrade the mind. A simple practice you can start today. You don't need a gym or fancy equipment. Start with simple bodyweight exercises, even 10 minutes a day. Things like push-ups, squats, deep breathing, or stretching. As you challenge your body, notice how your mental chatter changes and how you can stay present, calm, and focused through the discomfort. So friends, to sum it up, physical training is a shortcut to mental toughness. Small daily wins in fitness create big shifts in mindset. Don't just build a stronger body, build a stronger you. In the next section, we'll wrap it all up with a practical action plan so you can start living these lessons today. 3. The mental movie exercise. Let's dive in. What is the mental movie? Your brain loves stories. It responds much more strongly to images and emotions than to dry facts or logic. That's why instead of just setting goals or repeating affirmations, Maltz and Fury suggest creating a mental movie, a vivid, emotional mini-film in your mind, showing you living your ideal future. When you play this movie over and over, you program your subconscious mind with confidence, clarity, and direction. How to create your mental movie. Let's walk through this together. Step 1. Find a quiet place. Sit or lie down comfortably. Take a few deep breaths. Step 2. Close your eyes and imagine your ideal future. Picture yourself already living the life you want. How do you look? How do you move, speak, and carry yourself? What kind of work are you doing? How are your relationships? What does success feel like? Make it as detailed and emotional as you can. See the colors, hear the sounds, Feel the emotions: pride, excitement, peace. Step 3. Watch this movie every day. Just 2 to 5 minutes a day is enough. Play it in the morning or before bed. Feel it deeply, as if it's already true. Why does this work? Because your brain starts to believe what you repeatedly imagine. It begins adjusting your habits, decisions, and even your posture to match the image you've programmed. As Maltz said, live as if it were impossible to fail. Quick practice. Let's do it now. Pause this audio for 1 minute. Close your eyes and imagine you at your best. You achieving that goal you care about most. You feeling proud, happy, fulfilled. Play that mental movie, then come back when you're ready. Pause for 1 minute. So friends, remember, your mental movie shapes your reality. Watch it daily. Feel it fully. Let it guide you toward the life you want. In our next and final section, we'll pull everything together into a simple, practical action plan you can start today. We've talked a lot about the theory of psycho-cybernetics, but now let's look at how it works in real life. Because this isn't just a nice idea in a book, thousands of people have transformed their lives using these principles. 1. Entrepreneurs. Many top business leaders have used psycho-cybernetics to overcome fear and self-doubt. For example, there's the story of an entrepreneur who was terrified of public speaking. He used mental rehearsal, picturing himself confidently presenting every day for a month. By the time he stepped on stage, his body already felt familiar with success. Today, he speaks at global conferences without fear. 2. Athletes. Elite. Athletes constantly use visualization. Olympic swimmers imagine every stroke of their race before they even hit the pool. Tennis players mentally rehearse perfect serves and volleys. Why? Because as Maltz taught, the brain doesn't fully distinguish between real and imagined practice. That's how they train, not just the body, but the mind. 3. Artists and performers. Many actors and musicians use the mirror technique in mental movies before auditions or shows. One rising musician shared how she stood in front of her mirror each morning, affirming, "I am a confident performer. My music touches people's hearts." She visualized packed venues and joyful audiences, and within a year, she was touring internationally. 4. Everyday people. You don't have to be famous to use this. Parents use it to stay calm and patient with their kids. Students use it to overcome exam anxiety. Job seekers visualize nailing their interviews. Psycho-cybernetics works for anyone if you practice it consistently. Call out to you now. It's your turn. Comment below. What's your biggest goal? Share it with us. Whether it's improving confidence, growing your career, or mastering a skill, we'll be cheering you on. So friends, to wrap up, these tools have changed lives, from entrepreneurs to athletes to artists. The key is daily, consistent practice. Your story can be the next success story. In our final section, we'll put together a simple action plan to help you apply all these lessons starting today. All right, friends, we've reached the end of this journey through Psycho-Cybernetics and Matt Fury's powerful strategies. Let's quickly recap the key lessons we've explored. Self-image is everything. The way you see yourself shapes the way you act. Upgrade your self-image, and you upgrade your life. 2. Mental rehearsal works. Your brain can't tell the difference between real and imagined practice. Use visualization to train yourself for success before you even step into the real world. 3. Feedback, not failure. Mistakes are not destiny, they're just data. Use them to adjust and improve, not to beat yourself up. Inspire action. Remember this, friends, your mind is a machine, program it wisely. Feed it with empowering thoughts, clear goals, and daily practice. And watch how your life transforms. Call to action. If you enjoyed this audiobook and want more practical, life-changing ideas, subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. And most importantly, share your progress in the comments below. What's one insight or goal you're excited to apply? We'd love to cheer you on and support your journey. Thank you for joining this beautiful journey through Psycho-Cybernetics. Now go out there, take action, and become the best version of yourself.